The shit that I lived through, that I actually went through. We got back. I already see my family. You know, that's like at the rail. That's when, you know what I'm saying, he was little as motherfucker. And so they was like, you gonna out process and then you gonna debrief. I was like, all right, cool. How long they take? They said about a week. I was like, all right. They said, then you gonna go through all your stations and clear. If you clear all your stations, then you can go home. So when you get the medical, they ask you, you know, do you need help? And if you say, need help for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? They say psychology, therapy, you know, psychology, medicine, whatever. And if you say yeah or something, they'll tell you, man, you got to stay 3 extra weeks. You like, damn. But they just tell them folks, because your captain got to stay there too. Just tell them folks, if you don't need therapy, you can get it when you get back to the unit. I ain't loaded. I ain't bullshitting. Like, I didn't stay to get therapy and shit because they was like making fun of you and shit. But I know for a fact, 4 or 5 niggas that made it back from the war that was there, they stayed the extra 3 weeks. They killed themselves. Yep. They made it back from the war and ended up killing themselves.
I'm fucked up.
Yup. Fucked up. Like with the shit, man. Well, I seen a motherfucker get his head cut off. I seen a female, beautiful woman, beautiful. She wasn't doing nothing but teaching. But you know, over there, the women can't teach you shit. They set her ass on fire, and we couldn't do nothing. They set her on fire in a little ditch. Set her on fire. She was screaming and shit. We could smell. Look, we were so close. We could smell
y'all can't
her.
do shit. That's their religion and shit.
That's their religion. We couldn't do shit. That's the reason why. And bro, we was up there in tears, but trying to cry and man. You know, but all of those emotional roller coasters, high and low, all this shit, and then shit, that's just one incident. The next day, you won't have water for the whole day. The next day, you'll be getting shot at. The next day, you'll get blown up. And you know what I'm saying? All that shit.
You don't never know.
Man, then you'll get back home and they'll say, man, just think about it. It's always works. Always this. And man, you don't need help, man. You a fucking soldier. Shoot, man, you think the soldiers in Russia and China need help? That's how they talk to you. But shit, just like dude was there, I mean, chopping it up with you. I be trying to go to schools and shit in my little area and just chopping it up with the people. Also, like you said, on some development shit. Because, man, Lola, like, as an adult, like, we all need each other. Just like this conversation right here. It's insightful for you. It's exhaust for me. Like, we all need each other in that capacity where I feel comfortable with saying this shit.
Yeah.
You know, because niggas kill themselves behind this shit, man, for real.
Man, that shit wild. Like, I'm just saying shit. I'm like, man, these folks out here putting their life on the line and shit, bro. We out here just living sweet as hell.
And that's why I be telling my old lady, I'm like, man, it's a certain level of evil that America will never be able to see because, like, really, the soldiers and Marines and shit, they go overseas and then wash their hands and come back over. Like, we look like we regular people. Motherfuckers can kill kids. Motherfuckers can, man, Lola, my first body, it wasn't even with a gun, it was a knife. And I never forget how dude smelled, the sweat going down my face, my muscles tightening up while I slept, like all of this shit. I never forget this shit, the sounds, how hot it was, like all of this shit. I never forget this shit for the rest of my life. And so,
that type of shit stick with you.
Yeah, like for real, like that shit sound like people like they downplay like your sensories, but when something traumatic like that happen, like all this shit stick. Like to this day, like so for me, when I first like encountered death, like taking somebody's life, I smelled bleach. But it wasn't bleach, it was ammonia. But my body, I guess, it identified with it as bleach. So I wake up in the middle of the night still to this day. And I deployed when I was like 20, 21. But still to this day, I wake up in the middle of the night smelling bleach. Ain't no bleach nowhere in the fucking house. So, Yeah, man, like America, they wash our hands with us and what they had us do. And shit, everything go on, it's like normal. I tell my wife, it's so much goddamn evil out here. It take a certain level of evilness to even be able to stand in front of it.
Right.
Man, Lola, it's so much shit over there, man. And like our way of life is just completely different.
They was talking about that shit too, and then motherfucker, they was I guess like when they was capturing them folks, they was taking them over to what is it, Guantanamo Bay and shit, you know, shit, basically torturing them folks. And then folks talking about like they had problems with it, but I'm like, shit, these motherfuckers trying to wipe us off the map. Like, shit, we gotta do what we gotta do. Shit, it's either us or them. What the fuck?
So I was part of the interrogation detail, and what I can tell you is this. Dude told me this, look me in my eyes. He said, I don't know why you working with them. You look like you. You know, that's one of their tactics or whatever. And I mean, he white like motherfucker. But I said, bro, it's people that I done killed their kids that y'all done killed. It's people that I done cooked their wives before we left. Y'all done killed, like y'all done blew these folks up and shot these folks and headed these folks and all this shit, bro. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about looking like you, bro. Like, you are my enemy right now. And he told me this, bro. He told me this. He said, the sergeant, what would you do if I came to your house, in your front door, and just stared at you? Nigga, I put you the fuck out. He said, that's all we trying to do. He said, that's all we trying to do. We just want y'all to leave. I said, dang. That shit hit. And so that's one of the reasons why they tell us don't talk to the other people. Shit. Like, you know, don't talk to them. Interrogate them, but don't talk to them.
Yeah.
It's because they make a lot of fucking shit.
They trying to reason with you.
My man, needless to say, like I said, Lola, I've been overseas 3 times. 2 of them was combat tours, 1 of them was training me. Went over there and trained the fucking army, then I don't do shit. And I will say this, and I done been everywhere. Like, I went to Syria, you know what I'm saying? I went to Afghanistan. I done been everywhere, Korea. I went to Germany. I went every fucking where there is to go. Like, I live my goddamn military. Nigga, you would have thought I was fucking Captain America for a second. Especially when y'all first met me, nigga. When I first met y'all, Lola, no bullshit, you ass Smurf and Marcus. I would play my PS4 in the tank, and it would overheat. And that's why the game cut off. Niggas just thought I was pulling the plug.
What?
Yep, I was in the tank playing the PS4 on a damn small ass little screen. On the fast internet though. Yep. But I was Captain America, man. I was doing some of every motherfucker. So I done lived my life in the military. I did everything I wanted to do. Like, them niggas that be on the movies, like, I did all this shit. I ain't bullshit.
Hell of a life to have lived. What they
man, come on, man. Lola, my old lady, she was cleaning up. Like, you know, when we moved, she was putting shit up. She was like, man, what's all these damn books? What the fuck is all this? I laughed, man. I said, babe, them awards. She said, all of these awards? I said, yeah, man. She said, for what? She started going through them up. She said, damn. Like, she just couldn't, man. Lola, I done did everything. Yeah, well, now I'm sitting back, man. But, man, Lola, I ain't working about you.
He raised them kids and like shit.
Come on, man. Come on, man. See, like I said, it's the culture, though, man. Like, we live in different cultures, and they don't like that shit. Like, everybody cultures aligned except for Western culture. Western culture don't align at all. Like, that's why we use the metric system and all of that shit. Like, they do not fuck with it. Live different. They hate this shit.
Fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're working that left side. you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Moore will throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Touchdown, Beavers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Offense trying to keep him off balance on 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. 2nd down coming up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Using his legs, it's Hankerson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to go deep. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
To the air on second down. Here comes the heat.
Fuck, man.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
They'll move the tight end. They're going to throw it on third and goal.
Bitch.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Fuck no.
And with the extra point,
Yeah,
the
just
score
complain
is
about
now
niggas playing
21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it out with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Bringing the heat.
No fucking way.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with...
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gonna take a shot. He's got it all right. Off and
trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for room. It's Hankerson. Powers through the defender. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Beavers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Hankerson. Nice move to keep running. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense defense put the heat on.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being
finds a spot in the middle. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football he was going to put on.
Wide open spaces. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Keeps it going. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens.
Turning it on! He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He's going up top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. The tag! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Flips it out on the screen. Plows through the defense. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the offense on third down there, just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. One final play before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Pressure coming. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going up top again. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moore will throw. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Ducks in the hurry up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore to the air. Quarterback adapting. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Card. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hold and fire complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Card in the backfield. It's Walker. At midfield, he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds. balance there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Beavers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hankerson. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Right on the money. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Fires into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense of keeping it very simple.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Hit as he throws. Right on target this time. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Open spaces. Touchdown, Oregon. And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.